The wife of the Grand Secretary was framed by her husband and the eldest princess. Her entire family was executed, and she herself was subjected to great humiliation. At the critical moment, the powerful director of the Eastern Depot took action and eliminated her enemies, granting her the last bit of dignity at the end of her life. When she opened her eyes again, she was reborn and returned to the 100 Flowers banquet 5 years ago, the very start of the tragedies in her previous life. At the 100 Flowers banquet, the eldest princess repeated her old trick and pushed her into the water, trying to make her make a fool of herself in public. In her previous life, because her husband took the blame for the eldest princess, she had to swallow her grievances. This time, she directly accused the eldest princess in front of everyone. Seeing this, her husband immediately stepped forward to take responsibility, attempting to muddle through. She had already made preparations and sought the help of the director of the Eastern Depot. Although the director initially claimed he did not see who pushed her, he quickly changed his tone. He pointed out that the strange fragrance on her body when she fell into the water was exactly the same as the unique spice used by the eldest princess. With irrefutable evidence, the emperor flew into a rage and ordered severe punishment for her husband and the eldest princess. She easily won the first round. Unexpectedly, someone secretly slipped an aphrodisiac incense into the banquet, and she accidentally fell victim to it. She turned to the director for help in a panic, only to accidentally discover the secret that the director was not a eunuch. To her greater shock, the aphrodisiac incense merged with the goo worm in the director's body, forming a heart-binding goo. From then on, the two of them had to regulate their energy regularly to counteract the poison. To take revenge, she took the initiative to attach herself to the director and became his subordinate. The director held great power and became her strongest backer. She pretended to be obedient while dealing with her scoundrel husband, giving him medicated soup laced with extra ingredients. Meanwhile, she secretly investigated the evidence of her husband colluding with the eldest princess to plot fraud in the imperial examination. The scoundrel husband and the eldest princess detected her unusual movements and decided to strike first. They framed her father for imperial examination fraud in advance and had him arrested and thrown into the Ministry of Justice prison. Burning with anxiety, she immediately turned to the director for help, offering to exchange the visitor list in her husband's study for a temporary suspension of her father's interrogation. The director originally intended to manipulate her, but just then, the hard-binding goo flared up. He had no choice but to agree to her request. She knew this was her only chance. Turning around, she hurried to the Grand Secretary's mansion, determined to personally expose the adulterous relationship between her scoundrel husband and the eldest princess, clear her father's name, and avenge herself and her family.